Good morning. I'm back in Prizren, Kosovo. Last time I was here, I was in a bit of a state of existential anxiety due to the whole bat incident and the rabies scare. So I never really got to find out the one burning question. How cheap's a feed? How cheap's a feed? All I want to know is how cheap's a feed. It's some fine craftsmanship. That's a generous coffee size there. Plenty of cream on the top from the beans. €1. Full mug of coffee. And while technically not a feed, it's still bloody cheap. It's good enough for this amateur vlogger. Alright, so now I'm nice and caffeinated. And where I come from, you don't simply just get a cheap feed. You gotta bloody earn your cheap feeds. So we're gonna go for a nice walk. Gonna check out a fortress. Should be a nice view up the top, and then we'll go and chow down on some traditional Albanian breakfast. It's probably a good time to mention that people from Kosovo, predominantly the population is ethnically Albanian. So that's what the language they speak here. That's why there's mosques everywhere, because Albanians are Islamic. And that's why the hospitality is amazing. Alright, so we're walking up. It's very easy on the eyes, this city. And it's small and it's chilled, and I like it. If I could use a word to describe this view, I'd probably say that it's good. Yes. So the path actually goes through that hotel over there, which is a locked gate. But I reckon we can bush bash it up through this bush. So let's give that a crack. Nah, it's not happening. It's just thick lantana bush the whole way up. Bloody lantana. I thought, there's some right there. Thought I got away from that. Hold the phone. I think I've found a way. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is the fortress?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay, thank you. And we've made it to the north, into the fortress. It's such a beautiful country. Has a very weak economy. The healthcare is pretty poor, as I experienced firsthand. But the people seem happy. They're very, very friendly, very hospitable. And they look like they're living quite well. I mean, you've seen the city, it's definitely not dilapidated. And that's despite a lot of adversity. It's been war-torn. A lot of countries don't even recognize it as a sovereign nation. A lot of countries still consider Kosovo to be part of Serbia, including Serbia, obviously. It's kind of like a country that's been forgotten about. So do them a favor, get over here and stimulate that economy with some cheap foods. Hello doggies. You good doggy? Oh, it's a cutie. So they've been tagged, which means they've been vaccinated. It's a fun fact for you. He's showing off. Who's showing off? Keep up. So apparently this port was built around the 600 in the Common Era. Alright, that's about it. Let's go get a cheap food. You can generally tell how a country treats their stray dogs by their lack of fear and I guess their excitability to come and interact with you. You boys gonna follow me the whole way down, are ya? Check out those dreadies. Okay, so I've opted to sit outside because it's just too beautiful out here. And we've got this nice view of the stream. And I've just ordered Prizren, which is like a traditional breakfast. I think it's a stewed vegetable thing. And an omelette and some homemade bread. I'll get a cafe American. Yeah. With some milk. Thank you very much. Ooh, wow.
Enjoy, sir.
Thank you very much. That bread looks amazing. Parliamentary. Check that out, homemade. And that's right. There's a lot of, it's vegetables and cottage cheese. I forgot about that, which makes me very excited. Alright, I've bitten off way more than I can chew, literally here, because I forgot about the omelette. So that takes my breakfast to a total of this. And I don't think that walk was quite that amount of calories, but you get that on the big jobs. I'm gonna slap a bit of this on the bread. And then we'll have a crack at that. It's a good. It's actually amazing. It's so creamy. And the bread, I wish you could feel it. It's so soft and it's like a cake almost. I like the textures. That's the Prizren. It's a cottage cheese dish. We got the homemade bread with a shitload of seeds. It's so fresh. And we got the omelette accompanied by this sour cream, capsicum relish, feta. And all together, it's a bloody good feed. So it turns out underneath the cottage cheese in the Prizren dish, there is a lot of big capsicum / peppers sort of things. I think I'll eat half, maybe 3/4, 4/5, and then take the rest back to the hostel. But it's lucky I'm getting back on the bike tomorrow, because I feel like I've gone from stoic to Epicurean. Have you ever been kind of proud and ashamed of yourself at the same time? So these are the friendly staff we've got here. Great service, great guys. We've got the omelette was €3.50. The Prizren was €4, and the homemade bread €3. And with the coffee, that comes to a total of €11.70. So the restaurant here is pretty fancy, you would say. And it's right by the river in the center of town. And considering the sheer quantity of food I ordered, that is a bloody cheap feed. And I give it 4.5 out of 5 woefully slung arrows. How cheap's a feed, how cheap's a feed, all I wanna know is how cheap's a feed.